Today on Dockside TV, I'm not really sure exactly what we're gonna see. We're gonna go out and try all kinds of different styles of fishing. We're gonna look for redfish, sight fisherman ponds. We're gonna check some trout spots. We're gonna look for some flounder. We're gonna be fishing with plastics only today. And the point of today is just cover some ground, cover some water, scout out some areas, and just see exactly what's going on, as we haven't been fishing in our local area for the last couple of days. It's the end of August right now. Trout fishing is generally pretty tough. We're gonna check some deep water spots since the water temperature is real high and just kind of see what happens today. So stay tuned and let's see what we got going on. Right at 1 o'clock.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing today. With the bluebird skies today, we decided that we're going to start out early and start fishing all day. What we're doing is we're hitting the back marsh, some of the duck ponds off the intercoastal. And I'm sorry, what we're doing is we're sight fishing for redfish. Look at the color of that fish. And basically what we're doing is we're throwing a 1/4 ounce jig head with the new matrix shad. Color's not really important. I like to throw something that they can see. And basically what we're doing is we're sighting them up. We're casting past them. You know, you want to get a good 5 or 10 yards past them. Burn it up to them. Once it gets right in front of them, drop it. Right, just like a dead minnow or a pogie or a mullet that's dropping in front of them, trying to dig into the mud to get away. And all they doing is just rooting it right out of the mud. All right, another one for the box.
That's a good one, baby.
Spaghetti-o.
Got about 10 pounds of grass and 7 pounds of fish here. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. Must have been an animal somewhere. Is that thick? I hear him grunting in there. Oh my. Look at this thing. Come see how much grass is on this fish. There he is. Alright, I might have him in the open water now. Unbelievable amount of grass there. The fish is, as soon as I set the hook, he dove into a real thick grass island. And I just couldn't do nothing when there's like 10 pounds of grass on there. And I think he's worn out now. That was kind of interesting. Oh my goodness. Now as you can see, the trick to sight fishing reds is to find the grass. And as you can tell, this grass is, this pond here has got plenty of grass. But that snotty grass that grows from the bottom, when you find that, it filters the water out real good where you can see the reds, and the reds really love it. And that was an amazing fight there. Just cast the lure, the matrix shad past him when you see him, rail it right in front of him, drop it, and then hopefully he don't dive into the grass like he did for me when you catch one.
All right, we started off the day coming through the intercoastal. We ran to some of our favorite ponds back off of the Chef. The first pond we stopped at, we dropped the trawl mold, and immediately, as soon as we dropped it, we looked over to the right and we saw probably about a 26-inch red. Made a pitch to him a couple times, wouldn't eat. Once he swam off, we looked to the left, and there was a smaller one, probably about 18, 19, maybe 20 inches. Made a pitch on him, dropped it right in front of his nose, and he ate it, right? And we set the hook, and we went from there. I seen him. Come on, he got it. He got it. No, it's a couple more. You seen them? I seen like 3 more come off the bank. That was amazing. He was just making a drift, and we spooked 2 redfish, but it was another 4 that came off the bank. And as soon as I pulled that lure off the bank, he jumped on it. And that's the thing, what you don't see a lot of times when you sight fishing is those other 4 or 5 that's sitting or that's running with that one that you do see. There's a lure. Those other 4 or 5. Look how beautiful these fish are. They're real healthy. There's tons of mullet in here. Pogies right now. And a lot of these fish are buried deep in this grass, as one of the ones that Chad's just caught. They'll dig right in the grass, and they bury themselves in the grass. So really, if you just go down the bank, and find those ditches, those dead-end canals that have a lot of grass in it and that good tidal flow, and you're gonna find them just like this.
Well, as you can see, it got cloudy on us now. We're getting towards the latter end of the day, towards the evening. So when we were sight fishing the reds earlier, you really need the sunlight so you can see down into the water. Makes it a lot easier for not only the camera to see them, but more importantly for us to see them so we can catch them. So once the clouds got out, we decided to come over here in the Wrigley's, and we're just simply working the shoreline. Look at this flounder, I don't want to let it go. Just working the shoreline in the Wrigley's, just bouncing the matrix shad, which this flounder has eaten off the bottom. Came up to a little cut and caught this one. Ooh,
let me stick my hand in there.
Come out of there. Flounders have some pretty tough mouths. There we go. Anyway, just working the shorelines in the Wrigley's, see if we can catch a few more of these.
All right, the end of the day has come. As you can see, we kind of bounced around and we caught some redfish in duck ponds, caught some flounders on the shoreline in the Wrigley's. Right now it's the middle of August, right around the corner it's going to be September, October, and the fish is going to get better. If you're a live bait fisherman, you still can hit the bridges, the L&N, the trusses, and catch some drum, the L&N catch some redfish. Trout fishing is going to be tough right now. If you're a plastic bait fisherman, you can do some sight fishing, you can beat the banks and catch some flounders. It's all about just moving around, bouncing around. you know, taking your time and just going out there and do a little bit of fishing, you know. So until next time, later on Dockside TV.